Hi, today we're visiting St Deiniol's Church near Pembroke. It's dedicated to 6th century saint St Deiniol, and it was a site of pilgrim. So we're going to have a look. It's been abandoned for many, many years. I have got some information about it. It's one of the oldest in the area, and apparently the spire is of very unusual design for this area. Sadly, one of these has been broken off. It's very muddy. It's very muddy in here. You can see there's some really, really old graves. I think we'll have a look at the church first. I'll just tell you some things about it. I've had a look online. Apparently St Deiniol was the first Bishop of Bangor in the 6th century, and he had a hermit cell here, and the pilgrims used to come for the miraculous healing well. Whether we find that or not, I don't know. The church dates from the 14th and 15th century. By the 1700s it was already a wreck and deemed only suitable for owls to live in and crows, but then it had some repair work done in 1780 and became a Methodist chapel, and the famous preacher John Wesley visited here and preached several times. It's built of rubble stone with a slate roof and had some further repairs done in 1849 and 1893. In 1832 it was sold into private hands along with the land. It's been pretty much deserted for a long time now, but that's all I could find. Whether we find the holy well or not is another matter, but there are some really old graves. From what I could find out, all the windows have been removed at some time, and unfortunately it's been sealed up with metal and wood shutters. Look, they've destroyed the original door. You can see the arch. So somebody obviously looks after it, because that's a modern door and modern lock with a post box. But it looks like they've taken out the old door, which is a big shame, isn't it? You can actually open that. Oh no, it's got a lock on the top. It's got a modern lock. That's unfortunate, because those hinges and bolts are new. It looked like you could shoot them and pull the thing, but there's a lock on it. So somebody is looking after it. But according to the Archaeological Society online, they said it's in very poor condition. You can see the gutter is gone. Oh, some dear little birds. Oh, there's loads of graves here. I thought there was only a few from the information I found. It's very sunny. It's about 3 degrees above freezing. It's really cold. I think this might have been a grave. There's a... Don't stand on there, Colin. Look, there's... looks like a grave enclosure. Or posts. Oh, look what they've done. Oh, the glass is still there. You can see at the top, they've just covered it with boards to protect it. I bet it's wet in there. I can see there's some structural issues. People obviously walk round here because I can see there's lots of footprints and dog prints.
You know that metal thing we're on about down here?
Maybe it's a fence.
Yeah.
It's just a fence.
Yeah.
Maybe not a grave. It's too long
you
to
see
be.
It going all
Actually, no, there is a grave. Look.
Yeah, the grave's there, but this was a fence.
This was a fence. It was one of those grave marker things. There's loads of graves. Because there's the back of it. When I looked online, it said there were just a few very old graves, but I can actually see there's loads of them stretching round. Shall we continue round the church and then we'll do the graves? We're never going to get in here, but still interesting. There's tons of graves. Going to have a look at that one while we're passing it. I can't believe how many graves there are. I thought there was just a few. Isn't it pretty? Thy will be done. 1905. And there's a tomb there. I did read online that even after the church fell out of use, the cemetery still carried on being used, which obviously shows because of
Look at
the
this old grave in there.
date on that.
Look at that grave there.
I thought we were doing the graves afterwards.
It will.
Yeah, they're really old, you can't even see. Look, there's another enclosure there. It's actually growing into the trees. Those big spikes on the top. I can read who is buried in this one. Elizabeth Beatrix I'm not sure what the name is. Relict. Oh, that was when they were married to them, wasn't it? Relict of somebody C. Tucker. I always found that really... Hang on, what's the difference between relict and wife of somebody else? I don't understand what that means. Right. We'll carry around the church and then we'll look at some of these. This is a really big monument. Similar to the other one. In loving memory of Owen John. I can't really read the date. 1901, I think. What a shame that's locked at the top. Because obviously they're made to open, aren't they? I wonder whether the windows are behind those, so that if you actually went into the church, you could just pull these back and let the light in through the windows. There's loads of birds here. Look at that one. They must have been quite wealthy people, because I thought only quite wealthy people had these grave enclosures with the fences round. You can see there's two in there. You come to the back here. You've got no chance of seeing, they're so old and overgrown. Oh look, there's a tiny one. Or is that the foot? Foot. I think that one's got feet. You'll never see who they are. There's no signs or anything, no information, nothing saying where the Holy Well is. Here's the really old tower, which I think is the oldest part. I can see the ivy is causing a bit of a problem. What do you think that is? Would that have been a water trough?
Could have been, hard to say.
There's just ivy growing in it. You might be able to get a nice picture of the church from the back here afterwards. Oh, you have to get quite a way back. Mine is a grave behind you. Oh, and I've just walked in there. Oh wow, you can see how old it is. The tower looks like it's a bit crumbling at the top. I must take some pictures. I think I'll take some afterwards. It's quite small, isn't it? Supposedly there's still pews and things inside. But I think I read that the font had been removed. They're kind of looking after it, but not well enough. I'll see if I can look online and find some more about St Deiniol later on. Mary Ann Morris and Henry Morris and Annie Maria, their daughter, 1896. That looks really new. We're going to have a look at some of the older graves. I can't see where the well is. Oh look, snowdrops. Just starting to come up. Let's step on them. Oh, dog smell. Even worse. Why does it make the dog too near a grave? Don't step in it. I can't read the name. Is that marble? I think that's marble. In memory of, but I can't read it. of the parish. Mary? Is Mary somebody?
What's the year?
Can't see it. 1886. But it looks like a marble grave. So I'm thinking they must have been quite rich people to afford marble graves and those enclosures. Now I'm all lucky. There's a little one there, look. There's just absolutely loads of them. So sometimes what you read online isn't true. It said there were just a few scattered monuments. Oh, I think there's another one. You're just walking all over them. This is a public footpath. John here, beloved son of Thomas and Martha here, 1898, aged 22 years. And another one, Martha here, oh it's his mother, who died at age 55. And these are all in English, because in Pembrokeshire it's mostly English speaking rather than Welsh. This is very old. Another grand enclosure. Can you read that? It's under my eyes.
1909 on the bottom there.
Yeah.
And 1900. Yeah. Not as old as it looks.
They were 93. They did better than the others. 1909 one of those says. I was hoping to find the well, but I don't think we will. Cool. Very hard not to step on anything because you don't want to step on. There's daffodils coming up here, but they'll be pretty. William Davis, 1900 something. He didn't live very long. I think that says 37. Yeah, 37. 1908. I tried to step on any flowers. (1927). This is the most recent one. William Llewellyn died in 1927. I think these are facing that way, aren't they? Yeah. Can't quite see. Can't get round there. Can't quite get round there. There's another one here, look. That tree's going totally in the middle of it. They go way back. Everywhere you look, there's graves. Someone's been digging here. It's granite. Richard David Roche Davis, 7th son of somebody Davis of Broom Hill, and Florence Lucy, wife of the above. June the 30th, 1920, age 64. I'm trying to slip on the snowdrops. Ow. It's not very well looked after. Look, there's one there that you can barely see. I thought you were coming down there. Yeah, there's one there that you can barely see. This one looks ancient. And now, what? Hey, look at this. That's actually melded into the tree. That's quite weird because the cross is carved to look like a log and it has joined into the tree, so it's almost become part of a...
It is a log.
It isn't a log.
It is a log on top.
It's a stone log.
No.
It is, it's got ivy carved into it. That is stone. That is stone with ivy carved into it. but it's grown into the tree. So there's a fake tree joined with a real tree.
Very good formula.
It's a really old one. It's granite. You're never going to see who's there, unfortunately.
No, it's one away there.
They're all sunken in. I think we have to go around the other side. If you think this church was here since the 1500s, you just wonder how many graves are here that aren't even like, oh no, did you just step in that dog poo or did you?
God knows.
Somebody has.
Wipe me feet afterwards.
People shouldn't be letting their dog poo in here, not pick it up. You know, it's a... This is actually in the middle of nowhere, and yet people are dumping litter and letting their dogs poo here. It's disgusting. Every time you come somewhere abandoned, it's kind of horrifying, isn't it? That disrespect that people show. William Price, August 1911, age 63. It's quite sad, these people have forgotten. I don't know if there's any more around here. I think it goes way back. Ouch! There's brambles. There's another path leading down that way. I did hope we'd see more of the church, but it's really overgrown, very small. You can see a nice view of the church from here. I'll come back round and take some photographs. We didn't even know about it. We were just driving back one day from somewhere else, and we just spotted the spire coming up in the middle of trees and thought it looked interesting. And we thought it looked abandoned, so that when we went on Google Maps and tried to find out what it was, age 50, most of them aren't very old. Apart from the one in his 90s, all the others are like mostly under 50.
The very old ones must be on the other side there as you come in.
There were some really old ones when you came in, but there's also quite a modern one. I mean, look at that, there's probably loads of them right under there that you just can't even see, and just there's just a mass of brambles. I think I've got a prickle stuck in my trousers, it's sticking in my leg and hurting. I don't know if that's the foot of it, I think. It looks like there's a little stump over there, a really small one. A lot of them are falling down. James Lewis of Pembroke, 1873, age 56. Yeah, none of them lived long at all. In fact, most of them are younger than Colin, a lot of them are younger than me. There's one there you're not really going to see. We need to sort this place out. There's a sign up here, I'm just going to... Hey, this is your modern graveyard up there. It is. It's a whole modern graveyard.
Yeah.
So we walked down the public footpath, and behind the old graveyard is this whole big modern graveyard. There's a notice. And surprisingly, this is really well kept, but they seem to have totally ignored the older one immediately around the church. Let's see what it says. Oh, there we are. You're welcome to visit the churchyard. And just tells you to be careful of hazards and not climb over the graves. I think there's one that's fallen over there. Alfred something. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Oh no. Wherever I step, I seems to be on a grave.
Nice little film location, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a horror movie.
It would be. There's a grave there, don't trip on it. It looks like a path through here, but there's actually graves everywhere. These look like the same family. That poor kid was only a few months. Oh, they are. They're children's graves. Horrid. I can't quite read it. But they're those ones, they're a child's graves. See, that's like that other one was like, what you thought was wood. It's exactly the same as that. It's a stone made to look like a log with ivy on it.
Yeah, very good.
But the actual real tree had melded into it. I'm sure it was on Martha earlier. The Green Pembroke, 1904, age 24. It's just really weird that they're all very young. I'm wondering why. Do you think something happened in that year?
I don't know.
I didn't look at the years. I saw the ages were young. I'm wondering if they were similar years and there'd been some kind of thing like the Spanish flu or something. That one's been glued together. 34. Oh, 73, that one's luckier. 1951. Some of them could be wartime, couldn't they?
Could be. It's hard to say.
This is an older one here, John Curtis, 1959, age 70. So the more recent ones have lived a bit longer. There's so many here buried. Got daffodils, they're quite well up.
That's 1859.
1859, oh you're right, it is. Misread. The daffodils are well up there. Don't step on him. There's just so many here.
What they put a pond here for then?
I don't know, it seems really strange to put a pond here. It's obviously not a holy well, it's a fiberglass modern pond.
Yeah, right in the middle of two graves.
Yeah, that's really odd. And something's been digging underneath it. Look, badgers or something.
No, not badgers, really. Rabbits.
That's not rabbits, that's too big.
Too small for badger.
It's practically on this poor bloke's grave.
Yeah.
Another young one. George Evans, who died 17th something, 18, age 24. It's the age that's getting me. Look at that poor one, shattered. A shattered gravestone. It seems strange to put a pond there. A modern pond. There's no sign of the miraculous well. There's not even any notice boards to tell you anything. I thought they might have something that told you. She died in full hope of a blessed immortality. Sarah, wife of Thomas Jenkins. Daniel's Lane, St Deiniol's Lane, Pembroke, 1878, aged, is that 76 or 96?
Can't tell.
There's a lovely fenced one here, but unfortunately people have disrespectfully thrown rubbish in. That looks like a really old tomb. I don't know why they would do that. This is obviously wired to keep somebody out, but for some reason they've just dumped everything in there. It's an odd. What's that piece of lead? There's a grave-shaped piece of lead attached to like a wooden thing there. I don't really understand what that is. Someone's put a lock on that one, so this must still be tended. Oh, that's quite tall, look. And very old monuments in there. I don't know why they've chained it up, because this end's completely open. I'll go back round to the front. There's a more modern monument round there. There's a very old one, look. That's one of those tomb ones. This looks like a war memorial. No, it's not. John Palmer in Carew. So, hey, he was 99. He's the oldest of them all, and he's got a nice shiny monument, and that actually looks quite new, even though it's over 100 years old. That's a nice one, isn't it? Like a Celtic cross.
Creepy, this one, and that one over there.
That one's
looks
creepy.
like Dracula's
yeah,
grave,
that is
it?
creepy. That one.
So
well, it must have been heated. There's an oil tank there. I don't quite work out this place. Can you? The whole place is like sort of odd.
This is where the old graves are. If you could only see a date.
Ouch! But the whole place is odd. There's bits of rubbish. There's a modern oil tank which is laying on its side.
You can almost read on that one, but can you get the date on it?
There's a cistern out of a toilet there. Oh God, that's very strange. Which one? Oh, the tomb.
Yeah, the tomb.
They were 85 years old. I'll have to step round this one to look. I want to know which way they're facing so I don't tread on them. 1881.
Oh, it'd be older than
Barrett.
that. Hey?
They're a Barrett.
Is it A double?
Yes, same spelling as yours.
Oh, bloody hell.
This really old gate. Do you think that was the original entrance?
I would say so.
Oh, is it part of that gated? No, it's part of the gated tomb.
Two of them.
Part of the tomb.
Big one.
Yeah. I think you have to go around. The writing's on the other side by the entrance. It's on the other side.
That's on this side.
Oh.
It's worn away.
These seem to be empty. No, Jonas Dawkins. This one. Oh, one on the side.
1877.
Here lie the remains of Amelia. Oh, widow of Jonas Dawkins. She was 68. That's a lovely memorial. Look at that Gothic detail.
That's like a lot of money.
It's got a big spire. Yeah.
Someone important for
I would say
to
so.
be in this position.
I would say so. He was born in 1817, died at Pembroke, 1874. Take a picture. That's a lovely memorial. And here's the one that you were looking at. Could be another Dawkins. I can't quite read it. Yeah, Dawkins. It's part of the same family. They must have been rich.
1881.
Yeah, they're all the same family. The birds. Look at this beautiful memorial. There's quite a few here in the same enclosure, but the carving on the top is stunning and quite different to the others. 1854, so, oh no, she was born 1854, died 1886. None of them, or very few, lived to a great age. I wonder if they're the same family. The Warlows, yes. They're all, those three are all the Warlow family. So they've got their own plot.
A rich family they are.
Yeah, maybe.
Posh graves.
I'm surprised how many of them are enclosed. They're obviously all family plots, aren't they? And each family plot has got its own fence. I hope you enjoyed this look at St Deiniol's Church and Cemetery and some of the really old graves. It's a shame we couldn't get into the church and see more of it, but it's quite an atmospheric place. So thank you for watching. Bye.